Hi everybody, thank you for coming by my channel. I'm just sitting here on my porch. I'll give you a little look so you can kind of see where I live a little bit. It's getting a little dark and really windy. I think we might be getting a storm. But anyway, in the video about to see, I'm talking about the labels that we place on ourselves that we think define us, as well as how to get to the core of who you really are so you can really start living your best, most amazing life. And I share a little bit about my own core with you. So I hope that I inspire you in this video, and please hit like and subscribe, as well as comment below and let me know your thoughts. Thank you for coming by. My self-discovery for today is that if you want to create a different future and create a completely different experience for yourself, you have to let go of who you were and who you are today. Let me explain what I mean by that. So one of the things I've noticed is that because we're on lockdown, so many of us are not working. We are so defined by the roles that we play in our lives, about the titles that we have in our lives for ourselves, whether it's mom, teacher, boss, manager, sister, daughter. I mean, we have so many labels that we have for ourselves, and all of these labels tend to really define who we are. And in order to move forward, we have to begin to let go of those labels. So for instance, right now with being locked down, we're not able to live a lot of those labels. I mean, we really can't be maybe the managers or whatever job roles that we have. We can't be in those roles. And clearly we are immersed in our personal lives so much at this time. And those of us that are not able to go to work are really feeling that, because what happens when all that's taken away, right? Like, we are forced to really look at ourselves. So who are we now? And I want to tell you that you're you. You are amazing, amazing you. And this is such a great time to really discover that. But what happens when our self-value and self-worth are really tied into those labels and those titles? What do? Well, start redefining yourself. This is so exciting. You know, it's really been exciting for me, because if I strip all of those things away, really discovering who I am. And the beautiful part of it has been, it's made me look back at my past, made me look back at who I've been and what journey I've taken to bring me to this point. And I've even looked back at the little Danae O, right? Like the teenager, the adolescent, the elementary school, and really looking at how who I was then really matches up with who I am now. And those parts of me that are exactly still the same. Like, for instance, when I was really, really young, you know, God, spirit, goddess, Yahweh, Yahweh, whatever you call God and spirit for you, but was really important for me. So like, I would literally go to church by myself. You know, I went alone. Like, if my parents didn't go, I went on my own. I read the Bible at a really small age. Like, it was so fundamentally a part of who I am as a being. I started meditating really young. Like, no one really gave that to me. Like, that was part of my internal world to have that discovery. And I went from there into, you know, growing up into high school and junior high school and looking at different religions and really defining that for myself. And I'm not trying to go into a religious conversation, so I'm just sharing that that is literally the core of who I am. Another part of me was always the artist. Like, I used to draw at a young age. I was pushing myself and reading books and looking at things that were going to teach me how to draw better without going to school and always doing it. Like, that is an inherent part of myself. I always danced to my own drum beat, so to speak. Like, I didn't want to do what anybody else was doing, so I was always the odd one. And I resisted having to follow authority at a younger age. And I was lucky enough to be blessed with parents that really allowed me to be whoever I wanted to be. And so I struggle with those things now. Like, as an adult, I struggle with authority. I'm still really creative. I'm still very spiritual. It's like, these are inherent parts of who I am. Those things for me were gifts, They set the foundation for how I move in the world today. And they create those stirrings inside of me. Like, for me, I always feel spirit in me no matter what. It's always in my heart, pushing me to be better, pushing me to love deeper, pushing me to connect to people. And I have those things if I remove all of those labels of being the manager, of being someone's boss, of running a business, of being a mom. Like, they have guided every single thing that I do. And so I had this really beautiful experience today in my meditation where I could really embrace all of those parts and just see them all come together. And it makes me a little emotional even right now as I talk about it. And I feel silly, feeling a little emotional about it, but it's just like this core in me of who I really am. And I just feel blessed to have that core. So I'm sharing this with you because I really want to inspire you that you have a core, an amazing, wonderful core that's separate from all the things that happen to you, which means it's separate from all the pain and the crap and the bullshit and all the voices of people telling you who you are and what you can do. Like, you have a core of your true beingness that is so incredible and amazing. And there is a chance that somewhere along the line in your life that someone told you that you couldn't be that wasn't enough and that wasn't good enough. And I will tell you that it's a lie. It's a lie. Because I really believe there's always something guiding us. And I want to say to you right now that there is a core of your beingness that is just so amazing, that has been piled, all of this stuff throughout your life has been piled on top of you to make you forget and disconnect you from that core of who you are. So this core of who you are is a really beautiful, beautiful person. And the lessons that you've learned along the way, some of them have enhanced that in you, and some of them have muted that in you. And I want to tell you that that core of who you are, find it, connect to it, embrace it, because it's so amazingly wonderful. It really, really is. And if you can begin to get rid of all those labels that tell you who you are, and those labels that have defined you, they don't define you. I invite you to really figure out what those labels are and let them go. It's okay to be those things, but notice that they are separate from who you are. The who you are is wonderful and magical and capable and credible and amazing and smart and genuine and a genius even. Like, it's just, we are filled with unlimited potential, but we can't even begin to step into that unlimitedness until we let go of who we are and who we've been. You can't even begin to see it, because otherwise you're looking at who you are through the lenses of all of that. And there's layers and layers of lenses. And so if you are one of those people that are feeling a bit bad of who you are, about who you are right now, know that you're looking at yourself through the lens, these lenses of someone else. They're not your lens, you know? Begin to shed those lenses, break those lenses, so you can really see the wonder that you are. Because it's pretty amazing. And I hope that I can challenge you and inspire you to discover the amazing core, that part that beats deep down in your heart, that connects you to all there is. I hope that I can inspire you to discover that, because it's pretty flippin' amazing. And I'd love for you to share with me some of that. So, you know, if you feel inspired to do so, please comment below. Comment about how you're feeling, comment about what you're discovering, and, you know, enjoy yourself, love yourself, embrace yourself, and accept yourself. Blessings.